Hey guys, this is Spiritual at Heart Tarot and welcome back to another pick a card reading. As you can see, it's Miffy themed today and that's what we all need at this moment. I think a lot of people are dealing with some tough stuff. I almost said something else. But we could all use a little bit of joy and a little bit of kindness. So we're going to get your urgent message about your current situation in a second, but first I want to mention that I am doing a little bit of a giveaway. I am almost at 2,000 subscribers and I want to thank you so much if you are one of them. If you're not, I would love to have you there. So the giveaway is going to be a personal reading done by me, and it's going to be a topic of your own choice. You have the choice between 6 different topics. It will be a full length in-depth reading from me. I have the topics listed down below, so if you want to join for this giveaway, you can comment down below and comment the topic you would like to have your personal reading on. So I'd love to do your reading. Comment down below and let me know what type of reading you would like if it were a personal one. If you don't get chosen, don't be sad. With code YouTube10, you can definitely get 10% off your personal reading, but you'll have to pay something. It's not going to be free. Okay. So now that we have all of that out of the way, it's time to pick your pile. As you can see, we have 3 piles. We have pile number 1 with the purple Miffy. Then for pile number 2, we have, I think his name is Boris, but it's in Dutch, it's Boris. I'm not sure what his name is in other countries. And for pile number 3, we have this white normal Miffy. So pick the pile you feel most drawn to and let's get a message that you need to hear right now. Hello, my lovely pile number 1. If you picked the purple Miffy, this is going to be your reading. So first of all, I want to say, if you haven't watched the intro, I am doing a giveaway. I'm giving away a free personal reading, an in-depth reading. And if you want to get that, win that, you could comment down below which topic you would like it to be. And you can pick between 6 different topics, which is love, career, monthly prediction, message from the other side. What else? Let me think. Fertility, and I have one more. But I cannot think of it right now. You could check the description. I'll have them listed over there. But now let's get into your urgent message. So we're going to start out with some oracle cards and a tarot card to see what you're dealing with. So the first one we have is the Ace of Swords reversed. And I want to show you guys the cards because I do think they are magnificent. So we see this very innocent girl eating a lollipop, but it did come out reversed. So that's how we're going to put it here. We also have simplicity. We have a snake, we have a bird, and we have a fish. I think it's a koi. So those animals might be significant, but we have the word simplicity that we will be focusing on. Then we have the goddess Lakshmi with beauty, fortune, and prosperity. And we also have voyagers with the number 7 with these tabby cats. So the message that I was getting is that you are dealing with uncertainty, like not having any clarity, like your mind is racing or your mind is not helping you, or you just can't figure something out. That's what we're dealing with this Ace of Swords reversed. It's like you're trying to figure something out and you just cannot do it. Like you're trying to think your way into something or out of something. You're trying to grasp a certain thing, but the more you think about it, like the more complicated it gets. The more freaked out you get. It's just not giving you what you want. With simplicity here, the key to finding your way is actually simplifying your life. There is an emphasis on grounding here. There is an emphasis on meditation, walking in nature, quieting down the mind, because the answer that you're looking for is just not to be found in your mind. You can think about it as much as you'd like, but that's not where you're going to find this answer. And I think that's what Spirit wants you to know. Like, you need to stop overthinking. You need to stop trying to figure this thing out. It will figure itself out with time. But using your mind is just not going to get you anywhere. So with the goddess Lakshmi over here, with beauty, fortune, and prosperity, it might have to do with becoming more prosperous with your fortune. So this can talk about like abundance, trying to manifest abundance in your life, whether this is financial, or when it comes to relationships, or when it comes to beautifying your life. Maybe you want to change your appearance. Maybe you want to change the way that you look. Maybe you just want to have more money, more wealth. Maybe you'd like to have more friends. Maybe you'd like to have a different house, a different job. Whatever you're trying to attract, you're trying to do better than where you come from. And I think that you're kind of in some uncharted territory, especially because we have the Voyagers here. It's like you're paving an unpaved path, I think is the word. Like, you're going into uncharted territory. You're trying something new. You're doing something new with these Voyagers. You're on a journey that you've never been on before. And that's quite scary. And your mind is going to try and grasp straws. They're like, if I think about this more and more, like, I'll have control over it. Things will go well. But that's actually not the case. Like, your mind is trying to control things, but there is nothing to control. It's important that you just let things be the way they are. So I'm going to get into the tarot, and we're going to see what advice Spirit has for you. So the first piece of advice is the one that we already talked about, and that's spending time in nature, grounding, trying to accept your situation, accept and allow things to enter your life. Instead of overthinking things and maybe shutting down because of that. Like, you're just, so busy in your own mind that you cannot see what's in front of you, or you're actually blocking your own abundance. Okay, wow. So as you can see, I'm struggling a little bit. That never happens. So there might be a fear of failing. Like, there might be a fear of this not working out, you attempting something new and just not being immediately good at it, or just failing in general. Like, maybe you're finally trying to ask someone out and you're afraid that they'll say no, or you're finding a new friend but you're actually afraid to ask them to do something with you because you're afraid they don't want to. Maybe you're applying for a job, but you're afraid that they'll reject your application. So there is something new that you're doing, and your mind is telling you all kinds of stuff that's just simply not true. So Spirit, is there any advice that you have for pile 1? Okay, so we have the 9 of Cups and the Hermit. So this 9 of Cups, I have this little cheat sheet that belongs to this deck, so I'm just going to show it to you guys. It's great if you use a new deck that it has something like this. So let me check. We have the 9 of Cups, which is gratitude. So it might be very important to focus on things that are already going well. So you are walking this path of uncharted territory, but there are still some parts of your life that are already going well. There are things that you can hold on to, right? So if you are trying something new when it comes to career, well, maybe you're already putting in the self-care at this moment. Like, self-care is something that you're very good at. Or it's the other way around. Like, your career is really going well, is stable. But at the same time, like, you're trying a new gym routine, and that's a little bit terrifying. Or your family relationships are going very well, but you're trying to get new friends. You can focus on things that are already working out for you. And with the Hermit here, it might be time for some introspection. So there might be these areas of your life. You might just not realize that those things are actually going well because you've never looked at it. So I think that you might want to take a look at the things that are already working for you, because there are a lot more things that are working for you than new things that you are doing. But the new thing, because it's new, is screaming at you, and it's terrifying. So it's just a matter of shifting your focus, shifting your mind to look at something else and not at that scary thing in the corner, because it's actually not that scary. It's just new, but your mind just doesn't understand that. Let's see if there is anything else. Let's see. So Spirit, do you have any other advice for pile 1? Any other advice? By the way, for some of you, it might actually be like trying for a baby. I definitely understand that that's not for everybody. But the path of motherhood or fatherhood or like parenthood could be a path, like you're finally starting to try and you're just afraid of it not working out. Like I said, there are a lot of possibilities that this is about, but it seems like it's kind of stressful because it's new. So we have the 6 of Cups reversed. So the 6 of Cups talks about receiving and giving. It's about reciprocity. We could also look at this thing again. Let's see what it says. So we have the 6 of Cups. This talks about nostalgia. So with the nostalgia here, it might have been that something in your past didn't work out. Like you're clinging on to something that happened in the past, but you're actually not the same person anymore. So don't expect the same outcome, because you have changed. Your reality has changed. You're not who you were the last time you tried something new. You have a lot more tools under your belt. I think that even if you fail, even if something goes wrong, like you've got the tools to handle that. You're not gonna completely break down. You're not gonna lose everything. I think that you'll actually realize like, oh, I've got this. This isn't as scary as it seems. The thing is, your mind is just holding on to whatever happened in the past, and they're afraid that it's just going to be an exact repeat of whatever that was. But it's not. It's not going to be like that, okay? Let's get one more. We have a little bit of space left. Let me grab the right deck. So let's get one more. Spirit, do you have any other advice? Any last advice? So yes, you're definitely dealing with some wounding from your past. And I think that this is actually an opportunity to heal that. You'll see that things will actually go well. And you'll start healing these things that occurred to you in your past. It's not gonna repeat. Things will be better. And it'll give you confidence to keep changing. Keep wanting more for yourself. So Spirit, is there anything else that we could talk about when it comes to advice for pile 1? There we go. So the last card we have is the Hanged Man reversed. Yeah, I really enjoy that. So the card is a little crazy, I must admit. But the Hanged Man is talking about seeing things from a different perspective. Because it's reversed though, it feels like you're finally starting to see things from a different perspective, or it's important for you to start seeing things from a different perspective. It's important that you have this other viewpoint. And maybe you have to be okay if other people see things differently. Like, because this is something new, other people might not be used to that. They might respond in a different way. That's totally fine. It's about you. It's about what you want. It's about what you want to attract. And okay, because that's different, some people might respond differently to you. But that doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong. It just means that they are not in the same place as you are. They're coming from a different viewpoint, and that's totally fine. So you might need to check your viewpoint. Like I said, maybe you're viewing things solely from the mind, but you have to take a broader look, like taking a look from your soul perspective. Like, how is this benefiting me in the long run? Like, is this something that can change my life for the better? If so, go ahead. Keep doing that. If you look from the bigger picture and you're like, well, I just want more money, and you cannot even answer why, like, it just makes me look good, for example, like when it stems from the ego mind, you might want to make some changes. But I feel for most of you, like the changes that you want to make, they are or for your own health, for your own, how do you say that? Like abundance. You just want to be better for yourself, for your family. Like it comes from a good place. Keep going. Keep going, and don't make it too complicated for yourself. Don't try to do everything at once. Just take one step at a time. Stay grounded. Breathe. Slow down. You don't have to do everything at once. So to end this reading off, we are getting some channeled messages from this tea leaf oracle. Okay, so we already have our first card. And it says, chair empty. And someone is leaving your life. So maybe you have decided to kick someone out of your life. Maybe that is this new path. Or you are leaving your old life behind. Maybe that could be the case. But there is an empty chair. There's someone that left, someone that is gone. Then let's see if there is anything else. We also have funnel. Let me adjust the camera. Period of frustration and lessons to be learned. So yes, this is a period of frustration. This uncertainty, this mind that's racing, it is very frustrating. And to be honest, from a soul perspective, like whatever time span you want it to be on, that's your limiting mind deciding that. Your soul doesn't care when it happens. Your soul doesn't care. It just happens in divine timing, and you need to trust that it'll happen when it needs to happen. So let go of any desire for a certain time, because it will come along when the time is right. Let's see if there is anything else. And it'll also help you release some of that frustration, and it will get things moving again. Because the Hangman reverse could also talk about like you being stuck. Or maybe you finally becoming unstuck. We also have wreath with sorrow over a loss. So this someone that left your life, this might have been someone that passed away, someone that was very dear to you in your past. Maybe that's why you need some introspection to just like put yourself back together again. I do think it could be very painful. Like we can see all these tears coming out of this main cup, pouring into other people's cups. So maybe you are giving a lot away to other people because of this sorrow. Like you feel like you have to take care of all these other people, and you're finally deciding like maybe this is the time to take care of me, focus on me. Let's see if there is anything else. Okay, so we have happiness. So you're finally choosing happiness for yourself. Maybe you'll start putting yourself first or more than you did in the past. And we have one more. We have boat, money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall, which does go well with this message of prosperity, beauty, and fortune over here. So it could be the case that you recently lost someone in your life and you will be inheriting some money from them. If that's the case, know that you can do with that money whatever you want. Don't feel guilty for doing with it what you want. If this is you getting money in a different way, like don't worry about people being jealous. Maybe that's why they're leaving your life. Like you inheriting this money will cause people to get jealous, act in a certain way, and you're choosing your own peace over like these unhealthy friendships that are just in it for the money. Like they are expecting a piece from you, and you're like, well, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to pour into my own cup first. I don't need to give away whatever is mine if I don't want to. Maybe you're planning a trip with the money. Maybe you are deciding to just change your life with it, doing something that other people don't expect. There are a lot of different possibilities possible. So take the one that resonates for you. The most important thing is that you don't need to worry about this. It's okay to not understand what's happening. It's okay if your mind is racing and you're unsure of what to do. Give it time. Slow down. You don't have to make this decision right now. Especially if you are grieving, like give that some time to go through your body before you start acting and doing something. It's not gonna change whatever sorrow you are feeling. But yeah, that is the message that I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, comment down below if it resonated, anything like that. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, feel free to do so. I'd love to have you there. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Hello, my lovely pile number 2. If you pick the brown bear, Boris, this is going to be your reading on an urgent message you need to hear. So first of all, I don't know if you have seen my introduction, but I am doing a giveaway. You can win a free personal reading done by me. The easiest way to enter is just comment down below what topic you would like your personal reading to be on. So let me know, and maybe you'll be the winner. Now, let's get into this reading, shall we? So you have the bear, and we have some oracle cards to take a look at. So the first card we have is the tarot card, the Knight of Swords. So we can see someone charging ahead, like thinking on their feet, making quick movements forward. Like it might be that you are actually making some major steps in your life right now, like you're doing important stuff. Things are moving along smoothly, things are going well. Maybe you acted on an inclination, like something you just felt was right, and you're just going ahead with that. Yeah, we can see you being bold. We also have the card Faith, as you can see, with, I think these are like ostriches or something, or peacocks, a butterfly, and another kind of bird with the word faith. So faith is very important for you at this moment. We also have the number 26 with Commander Ashtar, with starseed, space travel, and galactic guides, which is very interesting. And we have Black Cat with dual personalities. You have a choice. So we already talked about the tarot card of this Knight of Swords, but what I want to talk about first is this Commander Ashtar. He is, how do you say that? Ascended Master that focuses on starseeds. So if you're watching pile 2, you probably are a starseed or very much connected to other planets or systems. We can see space travel here and galactic guides. So you might actually have galactic guides. You might actually be communicating with other galactic beings. Or you might be involved in some space travel, like you're making some big changes, astral traveling, space travel. There are some big changes here. And I feel like Spirit is here to tell you that you need to have faith. You have to trust your path, trust what you're doing, and know that you will land on your feet, like everything's going to work out. But what is important here, especially with this black cat, is you have a choice on how this will work out. We all know that black cats have different meanings. For some people, they bring prosperity. They are very lucky. They are great to see. For others, black cats are something to fear because they could indicate bad luck. So the important thing is that you have to decide what it means to you and keep going with that. So don't worry about things. You have to, like, whatever messages you're getting, it's up to you what you do with them. It's up to you how you interpret them. And I think that Spirit is here to tell you, like, whatever comes your way, whatever message you're getting, it's your choice to decide to have faith over fear. If there is any hurdle that you're dealing with, trust that you can get over that. You can work around that. You can do something with that. It's going to be for your benefit. It's not going to hinder you. It's very important to have faith, not only in you, but also faith in the greater good, that you are guided even by other galactic beings that just want to help you out. So I also feel like if you might never have seen any galactic beings, maybe they will start appearing to you. Maybe that's something that you're dealing with. And instead of choosing that they are something scary, they're something to be fearful of, like, tap into the energy field that you're sensing. Like, maybe just close your eyes and just feel. Trust your intuition in that. They're not all scary. They're not all bad. There are a lot of them that are actually good. And whatever intention you hold, whatever you want to attract, that's the kind of galactic beings you're going to attract. So this is very specific. There might be people here that are definitely not open to that. They are still very scared of galactic contact. That's totally okay. But know that it's going to be what you want it to be. So if you are acting like they are going to be something bad, you're going to attract more of that. But if you have faith, you trust that this is happening for the highest good of all, if your intention is good, if you tap into their energy and it feels good, go ahead with that. It can be a wonderful connection. They can really enrich your lives. They can really help you out. They can make things possible that you cannot. They are here to assist you. They're here to help you on your path. Very interesting message. I really did not expect something like this to come through. But yeah, I'm actually getting goosebumps. I think it's very wonderful. So let's see if there is any message, any advice from Spirit when it comes to these galactic guides, these beings, these... I feel for most of you, it's just going to be experiences that are out of this world, like just totally new, something that you're not used to. Like it's easy to judge them. It's easy to see it as something negative because that's what we've been taught, that they're scary, that they're bad. But they're asking you to have an open mind. So let's see if we have any advice from Spirit. There we go. So the first card we have is Judgment. Yeah, so I said have an open mind, which is not literally what judgment means. But let me see. So I have this little cheat sheet that comes with the deck, and I'm just always interested in what it says, especially because it's so easy. So we have rebirth, inner calling, forgiveness, and surrender. So you are being asked to surrender. You're being asked to trust this path, to trust this inner calling. But there is a lot shifting. There's a lot changing. You might need to forgive yourself for your judgment because it is all new. So you might respond in ways that you don't want to or you don't expect. But like, forgive yourself. It is all new, and it can be quite scary to see something that you've never seen before. If you have this astral travel situation and you see something you've never seen before, like, that is scary sometimes, right? And I don't know what kind of experience you will be dealing with or that you have already dealt with. Could be either one. Don't be too harsh for yourself. Open up your mind. Try it as much as you can. Let things happen. Give it time. You don't have to just go with it immediately. Like, they can be very patient with you. If you messed it up the first time, just be patient. They will come around again as long as you have the right intentions. Like maybe you can just ask them to come back around. With this card as well, like we can see this travel. So again, that space travel, astral travel, traveling in your dream time could be important. Maybe just traveling in your meditation, going to all kinds of places. But it seems like strange things might be happening to you, and like Spirit is asking you to not get too freaked out about it. We also have the Daughter of Pentacles. Again, I am gonna grab this little cool card. Let's see what it says once again. So the Daughter of Pentacles, practicality. So the Pentacles are very grounded. It's very important for you to stay grounded, to not go too much into your mind, not go too much into your emotions. I am getting a clarifier for this one just because I'm not fully sure what they mean with this. So this is a very young energy. So it is something new. Like, we totally get that you're going through some new experiences, and that's totally fine. And we also have the Magician, talking about you creating your own reality. I'm going to show it to you guys in this card as well. So Magician, power, skills, concentration, and action. So you are the one in power. You are the one that decides what happens to you. But if you focus on this galactic side of you opening up, connecting to intergalactic beings, spirit guides, whoever you want to connect with. Maybe you want to connect with his commander Ashtar. As long as that's where you keep your focus, you can create that. So maybe you have had experiences before and you want to recreate that. Maybe you are just a little bit scared, but still curious and interested about these beings. Whatever it is, like, you can create that as long as you have your intention there. Okay, so I'm not going to take all of these. So we do have the Ace of Swords reversed. And again, all my cards are flying around. So yeah, your mind might not understand what's happening. Your mind won't make sense of this. Maybe you're like, well, I don't believe in that stuff. I think it's crazy. Maybe your mind's telling you all sort of things. But it's not about understanding. It's about feeling. It's about intuition. It's all about the unseen. And like we said, you probably have been taught that it's something bad, or it's something that you don't engage with, or that's scary, or that's dangerous, or anything like that. But it's all about how you want to see it and how you want to go with it. Just take care of yourself, and set some boundaries, like ask your guides for help, to only attract beings of light, for example. And trust your intuition. Don't go with anything they say or anything they do. Trust your intuition when it comes to that. I don't know why. I just want. I'm very curious about these messages. So I'm. Let's just get one more. Didn't do that in the other piles, but I'm intrigued, actually. So we also have the Mother of Wands and the Four of Cups. So I'm getting that there might be, I'm going to put this here. I don't know why, but I'm not sure if I can show you guys that, although it looks kind of crazy. So there might be a female figure in your life, whether this isn't a protective friend, protective mother, a feminine energy in your life that's kind of afraid for you, that is holding you back, or that's telling you these things like, oh, don't go with that, that's scary, or don't do that. There is something about someone trying to protect you and you needing to choose your own path, do your own thing, and trust your own intuition. They might be saying these things out of fear. Yeah. So let's move on to some tea leaves. I hope this resonates with you. This is a message that I've never received before, so it is all new to me too. Just take the ones that resonate. If they don't, let it fly. So we have a gong with an exciting event. So this might be that out of this world experience. It might still be on this earth something that's just something very unexpected maybe. It doesn't have to be like galactic. It could be like seeing a spaceship for the first time. It could be like seeing a being for the first time. A lot of different possibilities, obviously. But I am interested. I want to be this pile, truly. I have had some of those experiences before, but I always have them in my dream time, and I'm just not sure if it really happened or not. But I'm definitely open. I also watch like people channeling galactic beings, which I find really interesting. So maybe there is just a call for you to dive into that curiosity, whether it is looking for a channeler and reading or watching their messages. For example, we have Bashar and we have Lee Harris with the Z's. We also have Wendy Kennedy channeling, I think, the Pleiadians. So there are a lot of channelers. We have Rob with, what's his name? I lost his name. There are a lot of channelers out there that are channeling galactic beings. So if you think that there is something scary about that, you might just want to watch their videos, their channelings, and see like the good intentions these beings actually have and just the strength of the messages that they convey. But I'm elaborating. Let's continue with these cards. So we also have successful outcomes to your problems. So these beings might actually have a solution to your problems. They are trying to help you. They're trying to guide you. They're trying to give you a message. They're trying to reach out to help. They're not trying to hinder you or hurt you. We have two more. We also have sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. We have a ladder, climbing towards success. So they are trying to help you succeed towards something. They might help you with creativity. They might have been helping you for a very long time. And let's get one more. There we go. And it actually fell on the floor. Let me grab it. We have March. So the month of March might be significant. Maybe this is just a message to sit with and it will unfold in March. Or maybe this is something that you're starting and it'll deepen in March. But the month of March might be significant. Maybe you're born in March. Take it as it resonates. So those are the messages that I have for you today. I hope it resonates. If it doesn't, you might just need to watch a different pile or just a different reading. I do feel like this is very, very special to receive, which I love. There are just some new people, new guides that want to connect with you. And I hope you guys are excited to connect with them too. So thank you so much for watching. And I hope to see you in one of my next readings. Bye guys. Hello, my lovely pile number 3. If you picked the white Miffy, this is going to be your reading. But before we start, I don't know if you have checked the introduction, but I am doing a giveaway. You can win a free personal reading from me. The only way to enter is to comment down below what type of personal reading you would like, and you have the choice between 6 different kinds. So it could be love, it could be career, it could be fertility, it could be a monthly prediction about the upcoming month, it could be let me think what else it was, life path or healing, and a message from the other side. So pick one of those. They will also be listed down below in the description, and you'll have a chance to win. So if you don't win, you could still get a personal reading from me using YouTube 10 to get 10% off if you're interested. But for now, let's get into this free readings, shall we? So we're starting out with some oracle cards and a tarot card to see what this is about, and then we'll get some advice. So it's about the Two of Cups reversed. The Two of Cups talks about soulmates, about a soul connection. But because it's reversed, it's like you're still looking for a soulmate, whether this is in love or just a best friend kind of situation. So you might be looking for Mr. Right. You might be looking for the person that is the love of your life, or you're just looking for a good friend. Like you're trying to attract the perfect friend. So if that's what you're dealing with, you're definitely in the right pile. Like you're looking to attract more like-minded people into your life. We also have ceremony with I don't know what type of animal this is. Maybe it's a giraffe. Then we have a cat, and we have like a chicken with ceremony. So ceremony might be very significant when it comes to attracting these people. The card ceremony also talks about like your self-created family, like you're creating your own family. That's not your birth family. Like you're creating this friend group of like-minded people. And with ceremony here, it kind of talks about you doing things ceremoniously. For example, meeting someone through something that you do daily, or maybe you're going for your daily walk, or you're trying to exercise often, like on a specific schedule. Maybe that's where you'll meet someone. Or maybe it's just that you go to the store to do your groceries every week at the same time, or whatever it is. Maybe that's where you'll attract a certain person. But let's see the other cards. So we also have the number 5 with charioteers, and this is the goddess Freya with her Norwegian forest cats. So maybe you have Norwegian forest cats or any other cat, or you are drawn to Freya herself. It could also just indicate that you are moving forward. Your determination to find your soul group is actually coming to fruition pretty soon. Like, just don't give up. You're almost there. Things are changing. You are gaining momentum. Good things are coming. Like you will find your people soon, is what we're seeing here. And I love that we have like these 2 cats and we have these 2 girls. Like there is something about just 2 being 2 of them. Here we see them being exactly the same, but here we see they are different but very similar. So it might be that you're actually attracting someone that's exactly like you, or you're attracting someone that's similar enough, but you still have some differences. But there are some big changes coming. We also have the card Hathor with the number 33. And again, we have 33, 2 of the same numbers. So there is, again, something about 2 of the same. Hathor is about celebration, rejuvenation, and gratitude. So it is time to celebrate because things are changing. You are rejuvenating, like you're reinventing yourself. You're gaining back a lot of power and energy. Things are improving. It could be that you were healing from a previous relationship and you're finally coming back into yourself. 33 might actually be an age. You might be 33 years old, but take that as it resonates. But you will be feeling very grateful for all these changes that are coming towards you. Maybe the ceremony is about a beauty ritual that you are starting or doing that is reaping the rewards from. A lot of different possibilities, right? Let's get some advice from Spirit when it comes to you attracting this soul tribe member, whether this is love or it's a best friend or it's maybe your soul animal, like a soul pet that you're trying to manifest into your life, like you're trying to adopt a pet. Let's get some advice. So Spirit, what advice do you have for pile 3? Oh, I did not even realize, like, you are pile 3 and you have the number 33. So there might be something about the number 3. I don't know. Those are too many cards. Can we just get one at a time, Spirit? So Spirit, what advice do you have for pile 3? What advice do you have? So we have the 7 of Wands reversed. And I have this very cool little cheat sheet that belongs to this deck, actually. So that's why I am using it today, because I think that's just great. So the 7 of Wands is perseverance, but it is reversed. So you don't have to persevere through everything. You don't have to force things. You don't have to, like, keep pushing yourself very hard. It's like you can just keep it simple, stick to your routines, and at the same time, like, Spirit is moving you forward. You are this Freya being, this goddess Freya, that's being pulled forward by these 2 cats, by these 2 other beings. So it's like you don't have to put a lot of effort into that at all. You just have to be you. You have to focus on things that are already going well with gratitude here. You have to do whatever you have been doing. Keep doing that. And you'll start moving forward regardless. I'm sorry, my lighting is blurring her face. I hope that's fine. So let's get some more advice. Is there anything else? There we go. So the messages are coming through pretty quickly. We have the 4 of Swords, which always means rest and rejuvenation. Stop forcing things. You can sleep. You can rest. I'll show you on this card that I'm not lying to you guys. Recuperation. There it is. You need to recuperate. You have to rest. If this was a breakup, you might need some time out to just relax, to recuperate, to chill, to, like, just be. And know that you are being propelled forward regardless. You don't have to work at it so hard. You can just enjoy life a little bit and know that you're moving ahead anyway. Let's see if there is anything else. Spirit, is there anything else for pile 3? You might want to work with Hathor or Freya. I think they are actually from the same... how do you say that? Faith? I think they're both Norwegian. Let me check the number 33 for you guys. I recently got these decks. That's why I'm using all of them. The only one I already had was this one. I know it's a little bit of a mix and match. It's not all very fitting with each other, but I thought it would be fun. So let's see. Hathor is an ancient... Oh, it's Egyptian. I was wrong. But let's read while we're at it anyway. Hathor is an ancient Egyptian sky goddess who is usually depicted as a woman with the head or the ears of a cow. She is an uplifting and loving mother goddess who is associated with women, women's health, love, fertility, the heart, the planet Venus. So if you want to attract love, she is your girl. Music, dance, joy, rebirth, rejuvenation, and feminine expression. She is also the consort of Horus. When Hathor appears, it is time to celebrate life and all of its gifts. So if you are waiting for this gift, it is coming your way. So celebrate yourself, acknowledge your successes, and live each day in gratitude for all you have and all you are. There we go. Now, like I said, we wanted one more of these cards to get some advice. So, Spirit, is there any advice, any last words of advice you have for pile 3? There we go. We have the Daughter of Swords, which looks kind of crazy. We have another bird. And I'm gonna check this little thing for you once again. So we have the Daughter of Swords, which is energy. So that would not literally be the way that I would usually interpret this card, but that's why we have this little sheet. They're telling us how we need to interpret it. If you're interested, by the way, this is the Holy Simple Tarot, and it's simple, so it's easy to use. But we have energy, so it's all about your energy. Your energy is going to propel you forward. It's going to attract, and it's going to send things away that are not meant for you. You don't have to force things. You don't have to move yourself forward. You don't have to force things. Your energy will naturally attract the right people. It's all about you balancing your own energy. And also the Daughter of Swords, it's like the daughter of the Queen of Swords in my mind. The Queen of Swords sets boundaries. And I feel like with this Daughter of Swords, it might be that you're still learning how to do that. Like you're still learning how to set boundaries, say what you think. Maybe you're still dealing with a little bit of insecurity, like that's what you're dealing with right now, working on yourself, becoming more confident. That might be helpful as well. Yeah. Take the one message that resonates with you most. So we'll move on to the last part of this reading, and these are the tea leaf cards. I have been using them a lot. I really enjoy them. Oh, wow. So we have Daughter of Swords, and we also have Younger Woman. So there might be someone that you're dealing with. Maybe you are this younger woman, or maybe you're attracting a younger woman, or like you had your eyes set on a younger woman and you broke up. But dealings or relationship with a younger woman. So maybe you are attracting this new friend, or you're attracting a new female lover if you want to. We do have a lot of feminine energy in this pile. We also have target, a goal-oriented person. And I think that's who you are. Like you've set your mind on this. You want to have this connection with someone, whether this is a relationship or, like I said, a best friend or a good friend. Like you have set your mind on that, and it's very hard for you to do anything else than focus on specifically this thing. But Spirit is asking you to trust that it'll happen and just rest a little bit. Enjoy all the other things in life a little bit, while Spirit is actually sending this person towards you. Let's see if there's anything else. So actually 2 cards came out now, and these are months of the year. So these might be specific months for you. And the first one is September. So maybe someone born in September is going to be significant, or maybe you are born in September, or the month of September might be a month where you meet someone. And we also have July. So again, you might be born in July, or this person might have been born in July. Or July is the month when something changes or someone comes into your life. So I'm going to shuffle one more time and see if there's any lost message from Spirit. Ooh, we have another month and another extra message. So let me grab them. So the first one is November, which is right now, if you're watching this when it's uploaded. And we have a Weeping Willow with Family Sorrow. They came out at the same time. So maybe in November you have been dealing with some family sorrow. Maybe that's what this is about. Like you lost a dear friend or a family member. Or maybe you just feel sorrow about not being as connected to your family as you want it to be. I am kind of getting some LGBTQ vibes, especially because we do have that younger woman. But it doesn't have to be. It could just be a friend. I don't know. But yeah, you're dealing with some kind of sorrow this month. Maybe it is sorrow of not having a partner in general at this moment, or the sorrow of not having a lot of friends, or not having a close-knit family as you kind of wish to have. But with the ceremony card, you are creating this family of yours, whether this is with your original family or it is your own chosen family. you are attracting the right people and Spirit is sending them towards you. So that's how I'm gonna end this reading for you today. I really hope it resonated. If it did, give me a thumbs up. Would really enjoy that. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, feel free to do so. And if you'd like to win a personal reading, comment down below what topic you'd like it to be on. And I'd love to see you in one of my next videos. Bye guys, have a great day.